Hi, my name is Rebecca Lammers, and I am the chair of the Taxation Task Force and lead the Democrats' Abroad advocacy efforts to reform the tax code for Americans abroad. Thank you so much for watching this video and participating in this action. I'll do my best to keep it as short as possible. So recently, Democrats Abroad released the 2022 Update on Tax and Financial Access Issues of Americans Abroad. This report is based on roughly the 7,000 Americans abroad who filled in the tax survey in April this year. So you may have been one of the people that participated in the survey. Thank you again so much for your help. Sharing the results of the survey through this report is going to help your voice be heard in Congress. Now that the report is available, your help is needed to make sure that all members of Congress are made aware of it, so that they receive a copy for their records and they read it. So we're now asking you to share the report with your members of Congress because they are the ones who have the power to change the laws to fix the vast amount of issues Americans abroad experience with taxes and financial access. So you may have participated in one of our campaigns in the past where we asked you to email your members of Congress. So why are we asking you to do it this way instead of sending a generic email? Basically, we've heard from many of you that when you send a generic email, your message doesn't get through or you don't hear back. So we're trying to increase your chances of actually getting a response. Congressional offices are bombarded every day with people contacting them about hundreds of different issues, and we want this to get to the top of their inbox. So following this process, it'll go through to the member of staff in each office that's in charge of tax, and it's really much stronger coming from you as a constituent because these representatives are accountable to you as a constituent. You voted them in or you didn't, but regardless, they represent you, so they're supposed to help you. So I'm going to walk you through 3 steps which should take you roughly 20 minutes in order to participate in the campaign. First step, you're going to find your 2 senators and your 1 House representative's Washington, D.C. office phone number. You're then going to call those 2 phone numbers, and then you're going to send 3 separate emails to each of those 3 members of Congress. So in the first step here, to find the phone numbers for these offices, you're going to go to congress.gov/members/find-your-member find-your-member and enter your U.S. voting address. So there's an example address, so you're gonna fill it in there. And then on the next page, you should then get this listing of all of the phone numbers there for their DC offices. You might be thinking, oh, I don't have time to call all 3 of these offices, in which case just call your House representative and send the 1 email to your House rep. But I do hope that you will call all 3. It really does go a super long way to help us out. If you don't have a usual method of calling the US, you can add the minimum credit to a Skype account, so you can call through any device connected to the internet. For example, depending on the country you're in, it would be like €5 or $5 is the minimum credit. So it'll be in whatever currency your country is. This will greatly reduce your costs to make an international call, but regardless, you can still use the usual method that you use for calling the US. So now you're ready. You have the phone numbers to call, and basically you're going to be reading this script here, and when you call, it'll go ring, 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 and somebody will answer the phone and they'll say, hi, Congressman whatever's office. And then you'll just read this and say, hi, my name is Rebecca Lammers. I'm a constituent and I would like to send a copy of a recently released report on tax problems for Americans abroad to the person in charge of tax on the Congressman or woman's legislative team. This is an issue that matters to me since I live abroad and then say your country. Do you know who would be the best person to send a copy of the report to? And then they should tell you. And ideally you're aiming to get the name of the person as well as their email address and their title. The person on the phone might ask you some more questions to try to best figure out who to send the report to, but they should then spell out the name of the person on the phone if their name is hard to spell, and they should also spell out their email address for you. If it goes to voicemail, don't leave a voicemail. It's just not worth it. Call back another time. If you try 3 different times and at like 3 different times throughout the day or on different days, and you still don't get through, drop us an email and we'll try to help you get the name of the person in the office. And then if the congressional staff requests additional information from you, which they might do to try to figure out who is the best person in the office, you can just tell them that the report is on Americans abroad and taxes. So hopefully that will point them in the right direction. So, and the email address that you'll be given over the phone, just so that you know, there's the House emails, and also that's what the Senate emails look like. And some examples if I worked in those offices. So now you're ready. The third step is to actually email each of your 3 members of Congress, and you're going to email them separately. So you're going to copy, paste, and customize the template email from the campaign website. You'll send the same email to each member of Congress. Don't send one email to all 3. You're going to send 3 separate emails, and you'll attach to each email the 1-page summary and the report. And this is an example of what it will look like. And optionally, you're going to add your own personal story. This really does help. It doesn't need to be longer than a few sentences, but it really does go a long way to share your personal experience if you've had any problems. And please be sure to CC taxationtf@democratsabroad.org into the email. This is really super important. It helps us track which offices are being contacted. And if you don't get a reply from the person that you emailed within 48 hours, send them a follow-up email. Just a quick, "Hi, did you get my email I sent you yesterday?" for example, is the most effective follow-up message. You don't need to send the same email again. You don't need to repeat anything that you said before. Just a quick one usually yields in the best responses. And if you have any problems, you can contact us. And I believe that is it. So thank you again so much for participating in this campaign. We really, really appreciate it. You have no idea how effective this stuff is. If you need anything else, if you have any questions, please email us on that email address, and feel free to share this website page with anyone you think is interested in helping fix the tax problems for Americans abroad. Thanks. Bye.